Well, here we have a interesting article. It's a couple of days old, but leaked audio reveals former NIH director Francis Collins touting vaccine mandates and threatening unemployment. I'm Grid 7. This is brought to you by Breitbart, so we'll have a right-leaning stance today. But let's get in and see what Francis Collins had to say about this. Former National Institute of Health, NIH, Chief Francis Collins, who was also recently appointed as President Joe Biden's new science advisor, expressed support for vaccine mandates, emphasizing that people's employment should be threatened. Now think about this. This is the new science advisor. And he's doing vaccine mandates, which if you're going to do a mandate, you really need your science. And if you're going to threaten people's employment, you really need to follow the science. In a leaked audio obtained by the Daily Wire, appeared to shatter Collins' political neutrality. Everybody always does political neutrality, and nobody ever is. Revealing that he not only had deeply held conviction about the pervasive power of vaccine mandates, but also a particular dislike for former President Donald Trump. The audio originated from an Institute of Politics event on October 26th of last year, which was hosted by Christianity Today theologian Russell Moore at the University of Chicago. Institute of Politics was founded by David Axelrod, an advisor of former President Barack Obama. So you've got Democrats upon Democrats praising each other, patting each other on the back. But anyway, after Moore introduced Collins as a personal friend and a member of his book club, the talk segued into discussion about vaccine mandates, during which the former NIH director said there was no question in his mind that the mandates are legal and that people should have their employment threatened. This is your new science advisor. Going that way. I'm not sure how they can, the mandates are legal. To me, that violates the Constitution. And in threatening the employment, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? That, Jefferson wrote in the Declaration of Independence? Yeah, Democrats don't like that. But anyways, the U.S. government does have the authority to mandate vaccines if there's an outbreak that is threatening people. Because it's not just about you, it's about the people you're going to infect, Collins claimed. This, again, science type thing that always gets me whenever I hear this type thing. This insinuates that COVID was somehow almost 100% you're going to die or something. You weren't. It's like 99, depending on the numbers you get. It's not as great as what you say. Oh, but one person might die. Yeah, you're going to have that in just about everything. Collins said this, even though a bevy of evidence showed at the time that the vaccinated could still be infected with the virus and spread it to others. Do mandates convince people that otherwise wouldn't get them? Collins reportedly asked himself rhetorically before answering, "Oh yeah, especially if it means losing your job." Collins recalled how he used intimidation tactics at the NIH to push hesitant employees, approximately 2,000 out of 46,000, into getting the vaccine, telling them they were in serious danger of being fired in the next month if they didn't do something about it. Reality was sinking in, Collins said, adding that the sudden compliance showed that their resistance was not maybe quite that deeply seated. You're threatening their livelihood, sir. These people with these things, I wonder how well they would do if they were threatened to do something that they didn't want to do and were threatened with their job. Collins even argued that some vaccine-hesitant people secretly wanted to get their shot, but feared alienating their circle of friends. Yeah, to me, this is the biggest bunch of bullshit right here. They're sort of thinking to themselves, maybe I really should do it, but if I do it, I lose credibility with my peeps, Collins said. The mandates essentially gave such people an excuse, according to Collins. Well, my employer made me do it. I didn't really want to get them. They'd get, bonus points because they're now a victim. Yeah, you're a Democrat, you know all about being a victim and how to push that. But they've also gotten the mandated vaccine that they kind of wanted anyways. Well, if they kind of wanted it, they would have gotten it anyways. There are many people in the conservative circle and all that that they talk about. They always talk about the circle here being conservative, but I find the actual numbers usually say the unvaccinated are the younger people, in which case usually younger people are not conservative. So this whole entire politic thing right here just makes no sense to me. But no, of course, they've got to go into Trump bashing too here because TDS is a big thing with all these people. They just can't give it up. And it goes, after knocking evangelical Christians for emphasizing personal liberty at the expense of personal responsibility, Collins then revealed his partisan side, which he blamed the preponderance of coronavirus deaths on former President Trump, ignoring the deaths under Joe Biden. Great harm was done to the people of this nation by a very, very self-involved and misguided president in the previous administration. Hundreds of thousands of people have died who should not have done so, Collins said, and there was an effort to try and distract from the dreadful circumstances by finding somebody else to blame. I hear this one, and who should not have? How? Should Trump had gone full-blown dictator and shut everything down? I mean, that's actually been shown not really to have done what they said that it was going to do. I just don't. It's such a blanket statement, and the left is there and go, see, this guy agreed, but they can't defend what this actually means. What should I can honestly say, no matter what Trump did, people like him and the far left would have criticized him over it. It wouldn't have mattered. Well, that's my thing. What do you think about our new science advisor? Hypocrite? Partisan? Let me know. I'm on YouTube. Come on over to Rumble. It's a much better place. And I'll see you next video.